The Jagruti Dave. Professor John Stremlau joining us now. He's an international relations expert. Prof, just to summarize there, Jagruti Dave, our correspondent in the US, was just saying there it is not clear why Lana Marks has been targeted. Speculation is that maybe because of her personal relationship with American President Donald Trump. What could the implications of such a target be?
I think you have to start by saying, what's the implications of a story like this arising at this time? We are in an era of enormous disinformation. You did refer in your lead-in to the Politico story, which is a very serious reporting outlet in the U.S., which I read that story. And Politico sources two intelligence sources, unnamed, but they're a responsible media outlet. So I do have to take it seriously, and I expect that Congress and others would investigate these allegations. But the timing of it is plausible, but a bit unusual, to the point that the Iranians know what the polling suggests in the U.S., and if they want to rebuild a relationship with the U.S., having a retaliation right now or the killing of Soleimani might not make sense, but I could only speculate about that kind of analysis. It does have to require all of us to sort of take a deep breath and not be assuming that there is any truth, even if this is credited or sourced to U.S. intelligence report. The U.S. intelligence agencies have become very politicized in this election period, as have all of the government agencies under Donald Trump. So we're in a very difficult time for understanding where truth lies and where rumor and false information or distraction lie.
While we're still trying to wade through that to establish whether or not this is genuine or not, but the story on the Politico website by Politico is described as an exclusive story. It alleges that the Iranian embassy in Pretoria, that's the capital of South Africa, is involved in this alleged plot. Now, could there be repercussions? I mean, the Department of International Relations of South Africa, as far as I'm aware, has not yet said anything publicly, officially. But repercussions of such an assassination, if indeed this plot was true and were to happen, involving two embassies on South African soil, what could they be?
Well, you can speculate as you wish, but I would urge you and your viewers to wait and let the DIRCO speak to the Iranian embassy and talk to the American embassy. I don't know whether Ambassador Marks is in the country now or where she is or what's going on. Someone there can certainly have consultations with the South African government. I don't think that President Ramaphosa needs to refer to this in his speech this week, but if he wanted to, because if he did have incredible information, he could put the truth out there for us, and I would take that very, very seriously. I won't take anything too seriously until there's been some investigation and some consultation. And then I do think it's important for you all and for us, all of us, to listen to what the DIRCO says, what the Iranians say, and what the Americans say, because they're the main players in this. And otherwise, speculating about it seems to be futile at this stage.
Yeah, from an international relations expert, I think what you're saying makes sense. We have to wait for official word from the relevant authorities. But if we're looking ahead, as you said in the beginning, the timing of this story would be interesting. American elections coming up in November. We know, of course, about General Soleimani, who was killed a few months ago. The Iranians have said, even from that time, that they want to avenge his death. Should the South African diplomatic authorities, international relations authorities, take this seriously, or like you, should they wait for more investigation to come out of their own intelligence network?
Oh, absolutely the latter. You should wait and see. What makes this so perplexing for analysts is that we're accustomed to the White House speaking the truth as best they know it. You know, the best available version of the truth is what responsible journalism and responsible statecraft is all about. You don't start popping off on rumors. But when you have a president, Donald Trump, who is chronicled to have lied 20,000 times, or at least exaggerated or distorted you never know quite what the motivation is behind any action right now of his presidency at a time when he's trying to deflect attention from COVID and trying to deflect attention from the economic crisis and trying to stir up racial tensions in the city so that he can run against Joe Biden on a law and order platform. All of this is very volatile right now within the U.S. domestic context, and this Iranian story could or could not have been planted or played into that, or it could in fact be valid. I mean, we just don't know. And so let's not jump to any conclusions, but let's urge our governments to give us their best available version of the truth when they're ready and confident in that best available version.
Very sensible words there indeed. Thank you very much, Professor John Stremlau, expert, of course, in international relations.